Thank you for joining. She's dropping the tea. Shut the front door tarot. Okay. All right. I had to redo this because the camera fell down, and when I picked it back up, I'm not fully dressed all the way. So it's still early in the morning. I'm finna get dressed and bounce. So I want to do a little quick read. I am your sacred, magical, high chief priestess of the Most High God. Come to give it to you really raw. I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit. Okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. What I have is, there's a question on the table for a masculine. Okay? I'm hearing a karmic woman, or it could be a divine woman. But I'm hearing someone say, tell me that you love her and I'll leave you alone. Tell me that you love her and I'll leave you alone. This might be a King of Cups that want an Ace of Cups, Vision, and Chariot that want to go towards a new beginning with someone. This may be a King of Cups that want to go towards a new beginning with someone. That might have been his vision. Maybe this woman picked up. Maybe there's a woman that's picking up that their partner is not all the way in the situation with them. Maybe this woman got caught doing, companion. You got companion that sits on top, okay? You got companion that sits on top. Mercury Cuddle, or whatever this is, which is humorous, loyal, devoted, wild, and frantic. If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Pickle. What's this? Prickle? I think it's supposed to be like fickle. Fickle love for fickling, and you beat love down. Pickle. Was it fickle? Pickering. This is like some French old ass language, right? But I feel like picketing. Yeah, this is probably somebody that don't know what they want. Maybe they pick a lot of different people. It got to do with communication with the Mercutio doing at the top, MERCUTIO. It makes me think this got to do with some kind of trickery and communication around love. Somebody being fickle with love, being rough with love, not being compassionate or considerate or something like that. Somebody could be doing some blemishing spells. But a woman want to know, there's a woman saying, tell me that you love her and I'll leave you alone. Tell me that you love her and I'll leave you alone. I bounce, motherfucker. Yeah, I be gone. Somebody feel like somebody not putting their all in the situation. To her, it's not fair. It's not fair to the other person if you're not going to put your all into it. So I feel like somebody's not putting their all into something, and their partner can clearly see it. Also, there's masculines setting women up, and women could be thinking they talking to different gentlemen, and it's the one of the same clique, and they doing a clickbait, okay, trying to set them up and prove that they're a cheater or something, or trying to make them look a certain type of way. I don't know. Just be careful with stuff like that, okay? If you're already tied and tangled into something, then be tangled into that. If you don't want to be tangled in it, then let it go. If you don't really want to be with somebody, just go on and tell them, because dragging them on or not really letting them know how you really feel, that's torment. That's a torment. You're tormenting that person, and that's an injustice to them, to their soul. So if your heart is really somewhere else, then you need to tell somebody your heart is really somewhere else, whether it's man or female. Okay? All right. But yeah, we got the King of Cups here. It says, come let us rebuild the walls of of Jerusalem, and we will no longer be in disgrace. Okay? All right. This is somebody that feels like they need to rebuild something with somebody. This is somebody that could be at a loss, could be literally losing everything and feel like they need to rectify a situation. This is somebody that just could be starting over with the Ace of Cups right next to him. All I do know is there's a ruins or something going on around somebody's energy, and I feel like it's in disguise, because this is about Nehemiah, if I'm saying his name right, rebuilding Jerusalem. Okay, Nemani rebuilding Jerusalem. All right, which is Numani 2:17. And the king, I guess this the new virgin or something. But that's what we got on the table with the King of Cups. Okay, he's in the process of rebuilding. So somebody could be going through a tower, or a divorce, or just, a tearing away of old systems, beliefs, and things that they was, following by. All right, all right. And then you got the Ace of Cups with Jesus being at the well with the Samaritan woman. The Samaritan woman at the well, the Ace of Cups. All right. But whoever drinketh of the water I give them will never thirst indeed. The water I give them will become in them a spring of water, welling up to eternal life. John 4:14. Okay. John 4:14. So you could be seeing that number 217 or 214 around different places, and it can have some spiritual meaning to you. But I just feel like that the springs of water that is welling up to eternal life, that this is being offered to either this King of Cups, or this King of Cups want to offer this to someone. Okay? Want this with someone. There's a vision card here that says, look within for answers, and your inner vision holds profound insight. Somebody feel like a connection that is destined for them to be. I feel like this is a love connection, and somebody feel like what is destined, because they can physically probably see it. Maybe they didn't have dreams about this. Somebody just have insight. They have profound. So which meaning make me think they have went within to find the answer. They have went within to get the answer that they found about some kind of insight on a vision that they hold. And they feel like this vision is held with some type of woman that maybe people look at like a Samaritan woman. Okay? Because she don't have a husband. Maybe this is somebody that a man want to marry. All I know is I feel like deserts. Like this could be somebody that's being saved because Jesus is there. Okay? I feel like restoration is being restored to someone. Okay? It just makes me think about Ruth and Boaz. Okay? All right? The way the church tells the Samaritan woman, they make it seem like she been with a lot of men. Okay? But I don't think that she had been with a lot of men. I just think maybe throughout her life, she probably just had never had a man stick around and be, that solid other part of her or something like that. Okay? But Jesus is definitely standing there, John 4:14, telling her that whoever drink of the water I give them will never thirst indeed. So I feel like this is restoration. I feel like this is resources. I feel like this is something like that God is providing for somebody. Okay? All right? That they become of him and he become of them. All right? And they never want for anything again. Okay? And I feel like them never wanting for anything again is having the right partner with them. Having the right companion and all that type of stuff with them, with the companion being on top. Okay, all right, which is the foundation energy. It says listen to your inner voice. Your spirit, guys, is there to assist you. So once again, this is about inner voice of this King of Cups, man, that he is going within, listening to this, the voice, the inner voice within him, his spirit, that is telling him, prompting him to have a new beginning with another woman. And I feel like the tearing down, this rebuilding of Jerusalem, I feel like that is somebody tearing down, like I said, the old ways, systems, and the things that they was doing. May even be in the process of leaving one relationship, situation, marriage, whatever this is, to enter into another. And a chariot is here to let it be known that this is somebody's subconscious mind, that their mind is already made up to go forward on this action. This is Aries energy, like action. This is somebody's action that they're taking. Like they're tearing down whatever the fuck they got to rebuild it up solid. And I feel like they want to rebuild something up solid with somebody that they hold a vision for. Somebody hold a vision for something, and they moving forward on that vision. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I got. Okay, all right. Somebody's looking at loyalty and devotion. All right, all right. So the King of Cups is here, like I said, with the Ace of Cups, with some type of new beginning around it. Okay, and then you got Joel, who's in the who's in the well, which is the Eight of Feathers here. Okay, that's the Eight of Swords. That's some type of regret where somebody could be having, falling in love. Somebody having nightmares about something that they didn't do or that they should have did. Because when Joseph got into the well, that was some instructions that God had gave him, and he did not do to those instructions. He went the way that he wanted to go, and because of that, the Eight of Swords came upon him. Okay, when he found himself in the belly of a whale. All right, all right, all right. But that was God's way of still getting him where the hell God wanted him to be, because he was being hard-headed. Okay, and he was trying to move and do the shit the way he wanted to. So somebody could feel like they in that type of energy, or I feel like I feel like God got somebody in a place where they can't run from their soul. Like I feel like, like somebody could be having nightmares and all kind of stuff going on, dreams and just stuff that's just sitting on their conscience and they can't shake it. But I do feel like with the falling in love card being out here, this is enchantment love. Okay, enchanting love. Okay, this is an enchanting love. Okay, Prodigious birth of love it is to me. Act 1, Scene 5. Okay. Someone's falling in love with a divine feminine, or you finna fall in love or fall into a love situation. Something like that is going on with this. Then you got the Hermit out here. This is more soul energy. Like I cannot make this up. And then you got the Eight of Pentacles out here with the Soul card out here. It says the creation of the living being, the Soul card. This is somebody that is going through some type of awakening, okay, to the fact of true love, soulmate love, some type of love that they can't run from. Somebody unsearched and went within, which I said that from the very beginning, and now you got the Hermit out here. Okay? Like real talk. Like I'm finna show y'all the cards. Look, there go the King of Cups. There go the Ace of Cups. There go the compassion. The companionship, the vision, the falling in love. This is all somebody's thoughts, that this is what they want to see come together, and they don't give a fuck about what they had to tear down to rebuild up. Okay, right here, King of Cups, he don't give a fuck about what he got to tear down to rebuild up. He feel like somebody is sincere and they deserve his love. There go the Soul card. There go the Hermit of somebody, bearing a cross and going within and being real and honest with themselves about some falling in love that they feel, something that they want to build with somebody. Okay, Eight of Pentacles here. All right, and here's the belly of the whale. Somebody feel like they went through and going through all what they going through for not listening to God. Somebody feel like their world will be solid and come together for them if they just get in. I feel like somebody's shit is tearing all up, and I feel like it's tearing all up because they think that it come from some this, not being them rebelling and not listening to God. Okay. So they feel like the crumbling down of one kingdom But at the same time, they see a rebuilding of another kingdom, but they see it with a significant other. They see it maybe with their soulmate. They see it with somebody that they feel they should have built from the beginning. It's something like that going on. And then you got the death card at the top. Okay, which is completing a cycle. Yeah, here's the Three of Cups, seeking help, talking, counselor, conference, and consult. So you got somebody consulting someone for help. And this could be a priest, a pastor, or it's just somebody that they feel that is in this energy that can make sound mind decisions for them, that can help them. This is Juliet. Okay? Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief, it strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may. What's this? Progy, some shit. It on Thursday next be married to this country. So this is about her marrying somebody getting married to somebody. Okay. And something about next Thursday. Okay. To be married. Okay. So she's telling him, I am to get married next Thursday. And she don't really know if this is something that she should do. She don't know if this is something that she should do. Okay. But you got the Three of Cups that sit on top of it in the death. So I feel like it just got to do with change and somebody having fear. You know how they say cold feet? Somebody just getting cold feet and just having fear because they never been married. This would be this Samaritan woman. This is somebody that had never experienced this before. Okay. And it frightens them to now see that it's on the table for them. Love, true love. Okay. I feel like some encounter, like with Jesus being there on the Ace of Cups, even though it's Jesus and a Samaritan woman, and it's Jesus giving this Samaritan woman, living water, okay, so that she never thirsts again. I'm seeing a masculine, okay, that is approaching a divine feminine or whatnot, okay, and giving her something that she have never received from another type of relationship, like another situation, okay, and it being her soulmate, okay, someone that she fall in love with, okay, all right, this is her companion. With the cat being there, somebody is using their intuition, okay, all right, and visions make me think that somebody's third eye is open to get a profound insight on whatever answers that they need to go within and seek. The Hermit card suggests that somebody knows how to go within and seek and know what is really detrimental for them as far as love and how they want to be treated. Maybe somebody finally, hit rock bottom with going through the things they went through to know what is really love. All I know is the death card suggests to me a new cycle in the beginning of something. Okay, something being over and something new. And then the Three of Cups is sitting right there. And then you got her seeking counsel, trying to understand, is she doing the right thing? And the Three of Cups suggests to me engagement proposals, okay, marriages, and all that partying, celebrating type stuff. This is some kind of festival gathering going on, okay? All right. And it got to do with love and coming together, because it says, and the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine. Yeah, this was a wedding, a reception. Okay. All right. So I feel like if the reception going on, then the marriage is already going on. Okay. Especially with the Eight of Pentacles. But I just feel like there was a lot of fear around it. Okay. You got the Three of Cups. You got the Eight of Pentacles. That's a whole, to me, that's a whole marriage and a whole teamwork partnership. Something coming together, and it's got business around it too. It got business around it. But somebody definitely is smitten and they fall in love. And I feel like the 8 of feathers with Jonah being trapped inside the fish, which was the whale. He said that in my distress, I called to the Lord and he answered me from deep in the rim. Hold on, from deep in the rim. See, rims, as soon as he say rim, I know that this motherfucker was having some type of torment around dreaming. And it was about some type of decision that he made. And I feel like this is 2 different men. This could be 2 different men. You could have one man feeling torment about the decisions that he made pertaining to falling in love with a relationship that he regret not going within and being real with himself on a soul level and bringing the changes that he need in his life. And because of that, the death card sits there, okay, right up underneath him to let him know that this is finna be like this for a long time. Him being in that well, I feel like that came from, disobedience. So it's the same as whatever distress somebody is going through where they're wrestling with themselves and the rims and then the well in the water. This is emotions. This got to do with somebody having some real crazy fucked up dreams, okay, about real soul shit, deep hermit soul level shit that they didn't do, the creations of life being. I feel like somebody is seeing, I feel like God is putting it like a film all in somebody's face. And it's a big fucking regret to them. It's a big fucking regret to them when they feel like they went the wrong way. Because Jonah went the wrong way. If you know the story about Jodan, you know about that he went the wrong way. Okay? Jonah went the wrong way. This is Jonah 2:2. All right? He went the wrong way. All right? And then it brought him distress where he was crying out to the realms. I feel like crying out his spirit to God because it says the realm of the dead. I call for help and you listen to my cries. So I feel like when he called out for help, God took this nigga through a soul level type of something. And between the hermit card and the soul card, somebody went through, I feel like how they, how when you watch a movie like The Grinch That Stole Christmas and how they, I don't know if it's that one, but it's the Christmas of past, present, and future. I feel like somebody's whole life flashed before them about the decision that they made. And this could be them running to the love of their life with the chariot being here. Or this could be a regret that somebody lives with forever for making the wrong decisions. It brings them a lot of distress in their emotions and in their mind to the point that they can't sleep, that they crying out for help because they don't know how to release whatever this is that tormenting their soul. And I also feel like they going through this because this was somebody that would never release their heart. This is somebody that was trauma bonding their own self. It's like talking themselves out of love. They was trauma bonding their own heart and talking themselves out of love, and to the point that they true love could be falling in love with a whole nother John, like a whole nother man, and it could be tormenting someone to the point that they can't sleep. Maybe they watching watching what they feared. Somebody could be going through that. Okay, you got a woman sitting on top seeking help, okay, and she's begging this priest to give her, wits. He got wits, so she's begging him to give her the relief she need about making the right decision or not for getting married, okay? All right, so there's fear around somebody saying yes to a situation if it's got marriage involved in it, okay? Something like that's going on. And also, somebody feel a lot of regret for not, like I said, making the right decision. There's good news around somebody. All this is going on. What we got, Holy Spirit? All of these, God? You got fulfilling days that sit on top with Taurus energy. Okay, somebody's getting a upgrade in a wardrobe. Okay, they being you, yeah, baby. This is beautiful energy. Okay. All right. Okay, Cucamonda. Okay, this is Cucamonda. Cucamonda, if I'm saying it right, but it just got to do with nothing but beautiful, good energy. That was the name of our cat that we had bought from. Uh, our cat was called Cucamella, but came from we had bought a cat from the APL, and the cat, I guess, was born in October, November, around that time. To me, that's like the harvesting time. Okay, this is like a harvesting time going on where a lot of blessings and different things is going on, where it's good. It's all good shit. You got your table full with all kind of sweets and desserts and shit, and you in some very beautiful energy, and you got on beautiful new clothes, and like you just being adored with everything. Okay, the whole collection. So it's food, shelter. It's the Nine of Cups. To me, this is like the Nine of Cups, the fulfilling days. This is the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups type of energy. That's exactly what that is. Okay. Okay, that's my Cucamella card. Okay, from now on, when I see it, that's what I'm going to say, the Cucamella. Okay, and then the coffin sits right here, okay, down top. And this is, shit, the witch, the devil, whoever the fuck this is. Their time is up. Some kind of divine coffin went on something. The Nine of Pentacles is here. So there's a divine coffin on somebody's finances changing forever. There's a divine coffin on maybe cause he got the intuition here. Somebody's burnt to the crisp. They out of here. Okay, and it could be because they was using their finances the wrong way. Maybe doing spell work and doing shit that they shouldn't been doing. All I know is somebody is in that coffin for sure. Okay, but it says slow down. You might see what you never seen before. Somebody could be moving kind of fast. That's this Chariot. You may need to slow down just a little bit to make sure you're not missing anything. If this is somebody making rash, like swift, like real fast movement and actions as far as making decisions and stuff. You got that shit going on. Then you got, even though you aren't going anywhere today, let your heart wander around sometimes. So your heart is like an open book. You're using discerning, but your heart is like an open book. Okay, and you're using discerning. And he also got a skeptic, one of those things that they wear around their neck when they listen to the heart. So I feel like you are in tune with your heart and just listening to what it is that you feel that you deserve or you need. This telescope. Okay, so I feel like you're listening to your heart, okay, and you keeping your heart open while using discernment, okay, about what you will receive or what you should. Then you got the alchemist here, which is Virgo energy, full moon. Then you got the Three of Abundance, which is the Three of Cups. I can't make it up. So this is explaining this energy once again, okay, where the Three of Cups on here, dear, this is the wedding at Cannon. Okay, so this is about some kind of relationship coming together and it being beautifully blessed by spirit, by God. This is a divine union, okay? Then angels is all around this. There's beautiful energy with the harp on this particular card. With the heart here, there's beautiful energy around this card, okay? All right, so let's see. Okay, the Three of Cups. Oh, when he say slow down, it may be something that you make sure that your spouse is not inviting their mistress at your wedding. Make sure that this is, that you with the right person and that they not on no funny shit, because you got somebody that'll invite their exes and their mistresses and shit like that to they gatherings, and they crazy as fuck if they do that. That's a violation. Okay, flat out, you ain't got no business inviting people that that you have intertwined or still intertwining with to engagements where your wife is at, your other significant other is at. Okay, that's very corny as fuck to me if somebody is doing that. We got the broom here, so you could be sweeping and mopping your floors at this time. Okay, this is the Page of Wands here, so I feel like you got good news of opportunities coming in around business and work or something like that. Somebody could have, you could be getting newsletter, mail, email, something about some kind of opportunity. Maybe you're going interviewing or something like that. But I feel like there's a lot of good positive energy around good news coming in for you pertaining to activities. And then you got seeing clearly. Somebody is seeing very clearly where somebody's loyalty lie. Okay. And once again, this could be somebody catching something that they thought that their companion wouldn't catch. Okay. Because this is a dog on his head. So this is somebody very stupid as fuck and don't know where his loyalty lie. And somebody can see very clearly where your fucking loyalty lie. And then it says, it's time to view things from a different perspective. You have the blessed gift to see past the current situations and envision amazing possibilities. Don't worry, the pause in the monetary while you rethink your plans don't last. Embrace your uniqueness and allow it to serve you. This is somebody who's blessed with a gift to see past current situations, but to see into situations, to see things clearly, because it says seeing clearly. So somebody can see clearly everything that's going on around them. Okay? Where somebody loyalty is. Okay? All right. How far it'll go. And then the three abundance that fell out on top of the three abundance is your passion will lead you to divine life purpose. Do what you love and have confidence in your talents. Learn everything that there is to know about your interests by taking classes, getting mentors, or teaming up with like-minded people, allowing your creativity to soar. So this is somebody that's very creative, and I just feel like this is somebody very spiritual and very got a lot of creativity going on through them. They're very spiritual and talented. Okay, you may even be musical inclined. Okay, with instruments and all. Okay, but somebody is connected to angels. Okay, all right, and they see and just understand shit on a whole different other level. Okay, and I feel like somebody's seeing something clearly about a Three of Cups. It could be something around a gathering. Okay, somebody got that vision eye going on, like that 3D or that radar or that X-ray type of vision going on, where they can just scan the room. And it's like the Terminator. They can just scan the room and they can see what the fuck is out of place. They got games like this. I play these type of games on my phone. Hidden objects. Finding all of the objects. Like, it's so many different versions of it. And I ace them all. So I don't know. Somebody just got an eye, especially with the vision card here. This is a whole motherfucking what they call a crystal ball. So I don't know. I just feel like somebody better know who the fuck they fucking with and who they playing games around. Cause you gonna get your wig. You gonna get a new reality about your wife. Okay? All right. If you think she's stupid and you think she can't scan the room and see who the fuck not supposed to be there, who the fuck not supposed to be in the wedding party, and who the fuck supposed to, something like that is going on. I don't know. I just feel like it may be some funny business around this shit. We got the Two of Pentacles out here too, which is the Two of Abundance, which is life may be feeling a little out of balance right now. Okay, it says you could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible, multitasking with positive attitudes, bringing success. Yeah, you staying grounded and balanced, and maybe you got more than one job, more than one gig, or more than one responsibility. Either way it go, you doing well and you're balancing yourself, all right? And you aware of the balance that you need to have, okay? Because she's on this stick plateau thing with her arms out, and she's balanced. She ain't falling all over in all a mess. We got the healer of action here. So I feel like you're taking the steps that you need to heal, and there's angels around you assisting. It says this is a time when you can do whatever you set your mind to if your heart is open. Okay, you're being asked to do many things at once. I just told you that she's able to do many things at once. She's balancing it all. Okay, all the responsibilities and then some, and she's doing it well, and she's aware of it. Okay. All right, you being asked to do many things at once, okay, you won't mind as long as you know that you're making a difference. Yeah, like you don't mind helping and doing a lot of different shit, like say if it's for your family and all that other type of shit, or even like your community as well. You don't mind doing all this shit if you know that you appreciate it. But if you're not appreciated by the motherfuckers that you bending over your back for, then fuck them. They can do the shit they self, or they can find their own motherfucking help, or they can see just how fucking hard it is when you step back and you're not as kind and nice to be a fucking helper in whatever assistance that they need. It's how the fuck I feel. Okay, that's how the fuck I feel. Okay, and anybody that got any sense in their right mind feel the exact same fucking way. What I'm saying, okay, like I'm hitting it on the target. Like no one's gonna break their back. This would be like kids that don't appreciate you and shit like that. No one's gonna break their back and give their hard-earned money, okay, make comfortable space for bratty motherfucking kids that don't appreciate what the fuck the parents is doing, okay, and that mean like getting good grades in school, not being a nuisance or being, combative and all that type of shit to the parents. You making everything easy for them. You keeping their house and their property and the things that they value. You're respecting their space. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things let us know you appreciate us. But when you do the opposite of what the fuck you supposed to be doing, it's an issue there. Okay, but it says this card indicate that someone who is loving, intelligent, and passionate and fun, which could definitely describe you. This person can handle difficult situations with grace. Yeah, that's definitely me, and so it's definitely people like me. We can handle a lot of different shit at one time. So people think that we good and Gucci. We handle so much shit at one time, and we do it, I guess, with ease, like with no problem, that people think we don't need help. But that's a bullshit ass lie. Every motherfucking Superman, Superwoman need help. I don't know who the fuck said that it was okay to put all the burdens on the motherfucker that you feel can handle it. Now, I got a whole story to tell y'all, but let me use the bathroom first because I've been drinking a lot of water and it's flushing through. All right, let me dry my hands a little more. Okay, check this story out, because this is this shit right here, okay? This is hitting home right here. The healer of action, the one that know how to take the steps, that's the chariot card, that know how to just move and do what it is that they do, okay? I seen a whole story about a girl. She had 2 siblings, and she had a mama and a daddy, okay? And everybody looked to her to solve shit, fix shit, and keep everything balanced afloat for them. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, she had irresponsible siblings, and all that old shit. And the parents was blind to whatever the fuck they wanted to be blind to, and wanted their eyes open on whatever the fuck they wanted their eyes open. Where their son, which was the golden child, I guess, to them, okay, he had a vision of some kind of creation, or they just was always was believing in his bullshit. Whatever the fuck he said he had a vision for, or idea about, or a dream, they was trying to fund it, encouraging it, believing he was gonna be a billionaire and all this old shit. So they was just, basically feeding into his bullshit and letting him be irresponsible, steady, taking over his life, and really being responsible for his life and just getting off of this la-la shit that he kept riding on with his parents, using them and being manipulative in their energy, right? Okay, while putting the responsibility on the sister that I'm telling you about. Okay, so they would get money from her and give it to him. Okay, didn't care if they was straining her pockets or not. Okay, she's paying all kind of emergencies for them when it come about. Like, say if the dad, I don't know, say the dad maybe needed tires on his whip or something. I don't know. Or the mortgage, or say they had an issue with their taxes or something like that. She just was always coming through for them whenever they had an issue. The sister too. The sister would spend her money on material shit, trips, and live beyond her means. And then this bitch would get in crisis, call her sister to bail her out and shit, just for her sister to find out that the last little piece of money that she gave her from her savings that they basically depleted her, went on some Chanel glasses, a trip on a yacht, shit like that. And they not even being considerate of what the fuck going on in her own life. They just keep asking her for shit like she an ATM, wanting her to fix all they fucking problems and all of this shit. Well, one day, her being exhausted from work, she went into the store and randomly bought I think she bought 3 tickets. They was $2 each. She bought a line of them. So they was like 3. Okay. So she was like, what could it hurt? Shit. She felt like shit was already as worse as it can get. Spending her last fucking $2 on a ticket. What the fuck? How worse can they fuck get after that? That can't be worse. You know what I'm saying? So she did what she did and bought the tickets just to find out the next day that she hit for $347 million. She didn't tell her parents, her brothers, siblings, nothing. She called each one of these motherfuckers, pretended to be stranded somewhere where urgent help was needed. Like, Ma, she called her mom and dad, was like, Ma, I lost my purse, my wallet, everything was in it. Even her phone, she went and bought like a knockoff phone, a little flip phone, and called them from the flip phone and told them that she was stranded on the side of the road. Could she let her hold $50? And them motherfuckers gave her the speech of her life and hung up on her. Okay, her dad told her that she irresponsible, she should have a savings, some kind of crazy shit he said that didn't even make sense when he the same motherfucker that she just bailed out and gave $1,500 to for some shit that his grown old ass should have been responsible for. Okay, being a motherfucking man, like I can't make this shit up how family be trying to do motherfuckers and how they be trying to play you worse than them when they more fucked up than you are. Okay, then the mama said some old weirdo shit on her and hung up on her. Okay, told her that she ain't have time for the shenanigans, she could figure it out, or call her sister or something, and just hung up on her. She said some foul shit and hung up on her. Then she called her sister and told her, and then her sister gave her some lame fucking excuse. Okay, all right, and the brother did too. Told her that, said, laughed at her, key, thought the shit was funny. Basically, they was not there for her, none of them. Then she called a cousin, okay, that she barely talked to, okay, but this was her cousin. She called her cousin and told her cousin what was going on with her. Her cousin dropped everything right then and there, told her, asked her where the fuck was she at, that she would be to her in a couple of hours or some shit. Basically she got right on it. All she had was $120. She gave her all of it. That shit broke her down and made her feel some type of way, that the only person that looked out for her and came through for her in emergency was her cousin. And this was the least of the people that was consistently calling, asking her for shit and always needing her help. Like, the least one that you barely think will be the one that'll be there, and the ones that you break your neck, your back for won't be shit to you, but a piece of shit. Okay, like, I can't make this shit up. So when the cousin get there, she handing it over. She in happy spirit mood, everything. She telling her it's gonna be okay, cuz I got your back and all of this shit, right? Okay, like this is the way family's supposed to be, but unfortunately, we got a lot of jealous motherfuckers. That's mostly family that don't do this type of shit. But this is what she experienced, right? So the cousin, going on saying, yeah, and I could try to get you more money if this ain't enough. She was just basically letting her know, I got your back. I'm never going to leave you stranded on the side of the road when you can't get home and you and lost your purse and everything, which is facts. Like, who the fuck does this to family? Okay. And I'm feeling it on the whole the way through, because this is the type of shit that I go through. You know what I'm saying? With these dumb motherfuckers, the same ones that I bend over backwards and do shit for, but then they play these type of games in my energy, and only one of them will come through and actually say, well, I don't have, you may say, well, can you send me cash out me 100? Well, I ain't got 100, but I got 50 right now. Like, something is better than nothing. It's showing that you are being you responding to what it is, to what's going on with me. So I can respect that on whatever level that it's given. You feel me? But a motherfucker to just flat out kiki, laugh, hang up, think it's cute, funny, and all that, when they the same motherfuckers that need your help every other 5 minutes, it's like, if you don't wake the fuck up, you better. You know what I'm saying? So after she figured out that her cousin was the only one, she told her cousin everything, every fucking thing, even about the lottery ticket and all. Broke all the shit down about the family, how they been treating her, talking and doing her and all of that, right? And the cousin basically said, fuck them. They showed you who the fuck they is. Don't tell them nothing. Let them continue living their life the way they fuck was living their life, and just cut them the fuck off, And that's basically what she did. Later on, they found out that she was balling and that she had the money, and the mama and the daddy thought they was entitled to check her. Then the brother and the sister, man, she checked their ass and basically cut them off, and she ended up building a business with her cousin, because they ended up giving back to community. They was all about basically helping other people, basically the same type of situation she was in. She wanted to help people that they families basically abandon them and won't look out for them and help them, but yet they do basically it's the black sheep. Okay, it's the black sheep, that's basically what it is. So they started a foundation to help people that's basically forgotten, the forgotten souls. There's so many different names you could go by saying, that this shit is what it is. These is the people that people overlook all of the shit that they do for them. So it would be like the mothers. Mothers do a lot of shit for their whole entire family, but they the least one to get honored, like straight up. So her and the cousin started some kind of foundation with honoring people and helping people, no matter what it was. It could be a person need a car so that they can get back and forth to a job. It could be a person needed a place to live, just whatever their needs was. They was just giving back and helping people and started a foundation. Okay, and that's beautiful. That's the type of shit that I would be on, But the family got cut off, okay, and it was because of how they treated her. They tried to retreat, track back all the words, like the mama, when she told the mama, well, you hung up on me. You said XYZ and hung up on me. Well, I was distracted, and she tried to make up a whole bunch of excuses, but it was nothing that they say. They was very, very fucking poorly, very fucking poorly in her energy. And I feel like this helper of action is this type of energy where people always look at you as the person standing solid and strong and being able to do everything on your own, so they never reach out and help you or think you need help. But that's not right. That's selfish as fuck, because everybody need help. You shouldn't think that just because a person is strong, you feel they strong enough to handle it all, that they should do it all by themselves. That's just not right. I just feel like that shit is not right. Okay, and this is why grace is with you with the shit that you do, because this woman got this child on her back. So these is people that expect you to carry them on their back and be cool with that shit. And I say not. I'm not cool with that shit. I'm not carrying your motherfucking ass on my back, especially when I know that you wouldn't carry me on your motherfucking back if the tables was turned. Fuck a that. Okay, you got the guardian of action here as well as the eight of abundance. Okay, and then you got go within. This is like the hermit card. I feel like these is all repeating cards. Okay, somebody walking away from something that they counted their losses. Somebody attacked, because I'm looking at him writing numbers on the board and he's scratching through them. So I feel like somebody's cutting their losses and walking away. And I feel like the walking away is from whoever, whatever, that don't motherfucking appreciate their energy. They cutting their losses and they walking the fuck away. Okay? All right? You got the healer of abundance here. Okay? So not only is the helper of action in healing you, and I feel like the helper of action and also the healer of abundance. The healer of action and the healer of abundance is both energies that's coming back to you because you have given out this energy so much to others. I feel like the helpers are the angels that come back and give this back to you and great double measures because you giving this to other people. So now you get it back. Okay? All right. The healer of abundance says, never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity and ability to be a novice make you destined to succeed. Okay? It might be time to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time for family. This situation involves a person, possibly you, who's down to earth with a gift for designing or decorating. He or she is open-minded and very nurturing. Okay? Okay, you getting the funds and the resources that you need to fund any creativity or anything that it is that you love to do. Okay, so if you are a creator, you finna be getting the funds that you need to create and these innovate. Whatever this is, this could be innovating. This could be you renovating a home. This could be you, doing some kind of artsy crafty shit on clothes and cards and shit like that. All I know is you are the healer of abundance is allowing this energy that you probably was using to work. That torment, like that toil and labor type of energy. I feel like that energy is being replaced with this energy. And I feel like the helper of action is also being replaced with, now you get people come in and help you. Instead of you being the one always helping others, you got the helpers, the healers of action and the healer of abundance, which to me, these is like helpers. You got these helpers that's coming in to help these actions go forth and whatever creativity or endeavors this is that you're trying to do. Also, you being refunded. Some people could be being refunded. I feel like you being paid back abundant of energy that you put out in any creative way where you didn't get paid for it, but you put the energy out. I feel like all of that is coming back in great measures. Okay, then you got the eight of abundance here, which is this is the time of learning and honoring your skills. You may feel inspired to go back to school, take seminars or topics that fascinate you, educate yourself on the healing arts. See, this is somebody going back to school, and this is somebody also getting the healer of abundance is the resources that you need to take the steps to heal your energy. So this would be like you going to a retreat, going somewhere to relax and retreat your energy after dealing with harsh people, putting death to, that torment, that, like I said, that toil and labor type of energy and just harsh people. Okay. Getting away from all of that energy where people was just using your energy in a crazy ass way. I feel like somebody's getting relieved from that, from all of that, in whatever way it means. It could have been somebody working for 30 fucking years on a job, and carrying away to their family, and they never ever had a break, never went on a trip in forever. And now they just finna take a long break from their emotions, getting back all of their energy. This eight of abundance to me is speaking like you putting all this energy back in you. You taking seminars, you going to school, you taking and doing, looking up and fascinated topics and educating yourself and doing things in the healing arts and all of that. This is somebody traveling and going different places pertaining to all of that and around that. Okay, this would be like Sagittarius energy, ninth house energy. Okay, traveling, seeing the world, going to other cultures, and linking with different religions and nationalities and all that type of stuff. This is that going on. This is you traveling and just moving away and just, and just doing what you want. And then it says, this is a good time to change jobs or make a career move. Okay, the key to success in the details. Monitor your project carefully. You got people trying to monitor your steps about what it is, what you're doing and where you're going or what, just all of that. You got people that want to spirit monitors. They want to monitor you in some type of way to find out what it is that you're doing. So you just need to move careful and don't tell people your plan, your moves, whatever it is you're doing, because they're projecting shit out on you. Okay, because they're a piece of shit and they ain't got no life. That's what you got going on. All right. That's what you got going on. But the healer of abundance says, never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity, your ability to be innovate makes you destined to succeed. It might be time to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time to family. The situation involves you personally, or you are a down to earth person with a gift for designing or decorating. He or she is open-minded and nurturing. Okay, so all of that is going on. So like I said, this could be renovating houses, homes. I don't know. It could be landscaping, all kind of shit going on with creativity. Okay, I just feel like it's some kind of thumbprint showing your art, your work, your whatever it is. Okay. All right. And I feel like you got help coming in to help you with difficult situations and to help you transition. Helpers is coming in for that. Okay. All right. All right. This is beautiful energy. Now you got the Six of Cups. You got people from your past or somebody that has emotions for you. Somebody that you might have shared these type of emotions with. Or this might be a feeling that you felt, the type of childlike love feeling. You may feel this way with a new love. But I feel like these is people from your past or something like that. Memories can fill your heart with many different emotions. It's important to remember that past occurred currently without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return to you like unexpectedly. Okay, children could be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. You can have baby daddies from the past trying to interact and trying to come back from their past to connect with their kids. If you have kids with someone that you're not currently seeing, like your kids could be like 5, 6, 7 years old now. Maybe this nigga ain't seen them since they was 2, 3, and 1, 18 months, that type of shit. Now they 2, 4, and 5, and now this nigga popping back up 6, 7 years old, shit like that. Okay, maybe you feel some type of way about it. Okay, but I feel like take your own feelings out and ask the kids, because if the kids cool with it, okay, then let them be cool with it, because they feel different about a motherfucker being absent and then coming back around than, versus you do. You may have some other type of feelings of why you feel that way. The kids, they just kind of happy to see a motherfucker when they pop up. So let them do that. Eventually, if he keep doing that, they'll be like, fuck that nigga. We don't want to see that nigga. That nigga, tell that nigga out. No, I'm cool. I don't want to see that nigga. Like if they keep doing it and they don't see him, and then they get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then the kids be like, fuck them. When they don't give a fuck after that point, because they feel like don't no parent. By that time, they got a certain type of consciousness and a sense to know that parents ain't supposed to be acting and carrying on like this with their kids. And if a motherfucker doing this, they can't motherfucker care about you the way that they should. So most kids, if they mature or they real with themselves, they be like, fuck that nigga. Like, I ain't trying to see that nigga there, especially if they I'm trying to tell you, 10, 11, 12, and they starting to hit teenage year, and they already got their thing of what they doing, and they got their friends that they roll around, play with, and all that, and they doing shit, they don't give a fuck at that point. Especially if he missed 5, 6, 7 years of their life from a baby on up to that mid-age where they started kindergarten, first grade. And then you better get the fuck out of here. They don't give a fuck about you after that point. They acknowledge you. They know who you is, but They don't believe in you at that point. So somebody could be dealing with that type of situation, or you just got somebody from your past that's trying to come around and trying to do all this reminiscent shit with you after things is going good for you moving forward, or you can even be possibly entertaining another fucking situation and all of that going on. Something going on with the Six of Cups. Okay? All right, without seeing it as better or worse than it was, people you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. Children could also be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. You could also be connecting with some inner child energy, okay? Where I feel like you could be living out some dreams, some things that you always wanted to do, okay? All right. So you're doing them because you're free. You're not trapped down by responsibilities of, like the basic needs. I feel so bad for people that are living in their car. Y'all, there are so many people living in their car. It's a shame. And some of these people got car notes on their car and they don't even know how their car gonna get paid. I would suggest y'all start using your car as a job, and y'all start filling out some of these apps, as filling out some of these streams of income through apps. There's all kind of services that you can sign up for, from Uber, from Grubhub, whatever's in your city and state. You got Uber, Grubhub, you got GoPuff, you got Roadie, you got Spark, you got so many, you got Instant Card, you got so many different vices, and you need to fill them all out. So if one play games or block you or deactivate you, you got another one you can work in. Like, you need to have many of them. But I feel like if you got issues with finding a job where you punch a clock, then you need to start using your car like a motherfucking like a money machine. Like, I don't give a fuck if you doing jitly pickup rides, and you picking up people, dropping them off from the airport to downtown, from downtown to the airport. You can make hella motherfucking money just being jitly, helping people get their groceries home, helping people, get to these temporary daily jobs. People need rides to them because they getting the jobs, but then they don't got the money or the means to get there at 7 and 6 a.m. Like, it's so many different ways to be creative when it comes to your car. But I just pray that you just don't lose your car, because that's your home right now. People are really living in their car. I even have family living in their car. But my family is doing it because they just stupid. My family got a job and get paid big bank, okay? Instead, they want to fuck their money up and be stupid. They want to play these games and act like they're a victim. Oh, you not helping. Bitch, if you don't go fill out a motherfucking application and get this deposit over here, you better. Like, nigga, you get mad bank. You ain't out here. I can see if they was out here fucked up, didn't have no means to help themselves and all that. But you got people that just want to use people. They want to be a child. Like, you got the grown ass child that want to live with his mama, don't want to pay bills, or they want to nickel breadcrumb their mama while they fuck off their whole check, and they getting $14, $15, $1,800 a week. Like, bitch, I'm gonna leave you out there until you learn some discipline about taking care of your important needs. I feel like if it ain't an urgency to you, it ain't an urgency to me, because there's no way in the world I would be making $13, $14, $15, $1,600 and still in my car. Like, there's no way, especially when they don't even have a record. They don't have a record far as they don't have no housing record. They can go get an apartment anyway, but they want to be bougie and stuck the fuck up and think that they entitled for more space than what the fuck they want to pay for and all that old shit. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, while they use another motherfucking space because it's good enough. Like, make it make sense. Like, so some people need to be in a situation, but others that's just forced in a situation because they lost their job, they trying to find another. They don't have the support of their family, okay, for whatever reason, but they not no problem. They don't be no distress around their family. They don't cause no burden to their family. They just need a roof. That's different. I feel for those type of people, but the ones that are dysfunctional, they got all kind of fucked up mental shit going on, where they come in and be a tyrant, or they disturb the order of your space and what's going on. That's when that's when you put your foot down and you say, oh, hell no. We don't roll like that. We don't do shit like that around here. Okay? Like, you not about to be just doing whatever you want, parlaying around my shit You know what I'm saying? And you're not paying no bills here. You're not about to be coming in with your shoes on, walking around my shit when I said take shoes off at the door, talking about these your flip-flops, these your house shoes, just making up reasons and shit of not respecting niggas' rules of where the fuck they dwell at, then not supporting it by cleaning up, helping, taking out trash. You just in this bitch picking up orange juice, tossing it up, drinking it, eating cereal, all of that type of freeloading shit. No one's never gonna let you in their house, because at the end of the day, if you stay there more than a week, 2 weeks, you costing them money that you're not giving to the house, to them, or anything. And at the end of the day, you're putting them in binds eventually, especially if their money is on a budget or it's stable. But now you coming in their house and now you trying to knock their finances unstable because you doing shit that's out of protocol, like drinking all of their orange juice up, eating all their fucking cereal up. Now they gotta replenish and refurnish the shit that you just came in and ate all up. And this is expensive shit. Eating all the popcorn, popcorn costs anywhere from, and we talking about good popcorn at a, like not no cheap shit. That shit is a good high four something all the way up to six something, $6.99, $7.99 for all this fucking popcorn. Then you got cereal that costs the same price. Milk, especially if you drink almond milk or oat milk or any of them type of milks, like motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, Jose. So, I feel for people, but the ones that just don't give a fuck about their situation being that way, and they in it because they just don't want to get off their ass and just spend the money on right shit, then they deserve to be there until they learn better, or they just be cool with the surroundings that they have, But the ones that just out of luck can't find a job and just can't get right, and then they got the car note on top of that while living in a car, I just think it's just horrible. It's bad. And they said half of the middle class people are secretly living in a car. So these is people that don't even want you to know that they're going through this. And I feel like that's sad. I'm really praying for people. This is the type of ministries that I want to help people. I feel no one should be left behind to the point that they don't have a roof over their head. Not even my dysfunctional ass family. But what I'm saying is, at the same time, everybody should have their own space. Everybody should be comfortable and secure and feel safe in their own space. It shouldn't be detrimental to your freedom or your peace of mind that you house motherfuckers that probably possibly can't be housed because they dysfunctional in whatever way. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers do drugs. They do all kind of drugs, and so that fucks with their psyche, and then they disturb the household and do all kind of shit. They can harm and hurt you and all that. So it's a lot in it where you gotta make wise decisions about who you let in your house and who you don't. Okay, because wrong people can disturb your spot. Then I had another one that is going through something and they don't have a car at all. And I feel for them, but it's the same thing. They could have been got out of this situation. I gave them an opportunity to get themselves together 2 months in a row, and all they did was fucking party in the back room. I gave them a whole bedroom where all they did was fucking party and act like they didn't have no issues or problems, and they weren't working on nothing. So I threw their ass back out there, because if you don't throw a motherfucker back out there to make them face their reality, then you basically letting them say it's comfortable. I'm comfortable with where I'm at, with what I'm at, and what I'm doing. And no, bitch, I'm not comfortable with it. Like, bitch, you're not going to keep nickeling and diming me, talking about, can I give you $250? Can I give you $3 to stay? No, bitch, no. You can do that when I feel like you're really working on yourself. You can't give me $350, $450. You can't give me shit when I know that all you're trying to do is look for a spot to fucking parlay and do all the fucking karmic ass shit that you was doing when you was in your place. No, I'm not doing all that. We don't roll like that around here. I don't want that type of energy around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no. Like, if I want to be all fucked up with a bunch of vices and doing all kind of crazy shit, I'll do that shit myself. I'm not going to invite these type of motherfucking energies in and around me. Like, that's some crazy fucking energy. If you know, you know. Like, family can be really fucked up, okay? All right? They can really have some fucked up energy when they dealing with mental health and drugs and all that old type of shit, and then you telling them to stop doing it. They need to get their head right, their mind right. You ain't in no position to be doing that. Woo, woo, woo. They don't want to hear that, and then they want to snap at you, get feisty with you. That's when you just like, get your shit and get the fuck out. Like, bitch, you don't hear what I'm saying and I'm trying to help you, then it's on you. Get your shit and get the fuck out. Like, at that point, it's up to them to just figure out their problems and you release it and let it go, because you shouldn't care about another motherfucking situation more than them. It's how I feel. Okay? So all that kind of shit is going on. You got go within, and then you got the Ace of Swords here. Okay, and going within is you are a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie awaiting inside of you. Okay, take time to be quiet and reflect upon your desires of your heart through meditation and prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Just be patient with yourself. Okay? Go within and know what it is that you want, so that no one can feed you a lie. No one can convince you of a lie. This would be like that hermit energy, you going within and knowing what it is your heart truly desire and staying firm on that and not accepting nothing less than that. Okay? So going within helps you to get the insight that you need about your desires, what it is that you really want, what's really in your heart, so that you won't believe a lie. So that you won't believe a lie. Because it says there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside of you. So the lie is that you need to go within and search yourself to find what it is that your heart desires, so that you won't believe a fucking lie. You will have the clarity with the Ace of Swords, the clarity that you have, that you need. Okay? Yes, 77 emotions is here. You will have the clarity that you need about the actions that you need to take when it comes to this 7 of Cups. Okay? Okay? When it comes to this 7 of Cups, I cannot make it up. Okay? And then you got the embracing those around you. That's the last very card. Okay? I'm going to break these 3 cards down, and then I'm going to pull a Zotark, and then we just going to leave it at that. Okay? Which is the Fortune card. Okay, so right now we got the Ace of Swords that is giving you the clarity that you have about going within. Okay, and I'm gonna show y'all the cards so that you know it ain't no bullshit. There go the Ace of Swords. There go to going within. You going within and intuitively knowing what it is that you need to know. These wonderful insights, so that so that the lie will not define your decisions on what your truly heart's desires are. That's the going within right there. See how cold gangster I broke that down? Nobody can break that down like that, like me. Okay, but they try. And then you got the Ace of Swords to justify what it is that I just said. Then you got the 7 of Cups. This is all about what this is. Going within to know what it is that you want, so that you won't believe a lie, so that you won't make the wrong choices when it comes to your emotions, so that you won't procrastinate with the yeses and the nos and making yourself upset or making anyone else upset. You'll be able to walk away from whatever you know that ain't serving you, that can't benefit you, and embracing those that needs to be there, needs to be around you. They go to 8 abundance, 3 abundance, 6 of emotion, the healer of action, seeing things clearly. See how that motherfucker's on his head? This is somebody that don't have discernment. Okay? All right? And you see this dummy right here very clearly that they're not loyal and that they possibly is not the one for you if it's pertaining to anybody from the past. Then you got the healer of abundance there. So I'm not making none of this shit up. That compassion sits way up there with the clarity. Okay? All right? That go to vision. All right? And then, like I said, that this card here is the Chariot. You going forward on what it is, whatever it is you believe, because you went within the soul search, but somebody is tormented about the actions and the decision that they made, and they feel that they going through all what they going through from disobedience. Flat the fuck out. This is what you got on the table. Okay? Guardian of actions is here to make sure that somebody take actions maybe towards a 6 of cup. I don't know. Or just take the actions that you need to make your desires in life better. Okay? All right. The guardian of action is, it's time for you to step up to be a healer. To be a leader. Your nature leadership skills, your natural leadership skills are being called into action. This is your moment in the sun. Don't move into the light and shine for all to see. No, it says, so move into the light for all to see. You got some motherfuckers that don't want you to move into the light for all to see you. You got somebody that don't want you to be seen as some type of leader. And they also don't want to see you in leadership, but you're called to leadership. Okay? All right. And you being called to leadership and to lead for all to see you, and it's people that don't want you to be seen, but you being seen anyway. You're shining in the light. Okay, for the world to see. Okay, this card is also about a person who has charisma and is inspiring, enjoying a challenge, and love the spotlight. So like I said, that's like Leo energy to me, the guardian of action. But I feel like you got your angels that's basically, strong arming you into the spotlight where the fuck you belong, because you've been called to leadership. So they gonna make sure you get the position and you stand in the position that you deserve to stand in, regardless of who the fuck want to see you in that position or not. That's what you got going on. That's what you got going on here. Okay? All right, and then like I said, with the Ace of Swords, it says the cherubim has arrived to congratulate you for your brilliant new ideas, which is truly inspired. It's important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others who are involved in this experiment or something like that of your ideas. Don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. There are merely corrections to perfect your plan. Okay? See your shit clearly through, and and don't give up on the first challenge or whatnot, and make sure that you empathize, or that you input those that are involved in your plans. Make sure that they involved in the plans too, with clarity and the things that need to be said and done far as in that situation. I feel like this speaks for itself. Somebody going within and knowing that they deserve the best. So this could be anybody walking away from a marriage where they feel that they spouse didn't appreciate them. This could be a woman that's walking away from a marriage that she feel her spouse didn't, and kids didn't appreciate them. Okay, I seen on the Housewives, the medical doctors show, where the son told the mother that he would tip her plate over, her food over, if he don't get the right answer. He was trying to say it in a joke, but it really was narcissist the way he said it, and it was very disrespectful, talking about if he don't get the right answer that he want to hear, he gonna throw her Alfredo in the garbage or something like that. And he was trying to say it in a kidding way, and I don't find nothing about that in no kidding way. This little motherfucker here, okay, on this show, Dr. Simone's son, it's time for him to get a wake-up call. Dr. Simone, check him right now, like you did, and check your husband, because he's clueless too, okay? By letting that boy think that he's entitled to your hard-earned money because of who you is. You went to school for too many years to put yourself in this position that you in, where you able to fund your needs as well as your children needs. But he's not a child anymore. He's a grown-ass man. Okay? But he feel like it's time for him to get a new car. He feel like the Jeep is getting played out now. Okay? This is the same boy that did not put a penny in this Jeep, that he feels the Jeep is getting played out now. Okay, it's time to upgrade his style. Okay, and he's looking at his mama thinking that she's supposed to do it. I just want to say, I can't stand entitlement kids that think that they supposed to live the same lifestyle as their parents. I can't stand entitled celibate. Let me calm down. I cannot stand, why am I finna stutter over this word? Because they don't want me to get it out, but it's all true. Siblings, okay? That's what I was trying to get out. Siblings that think They are entitled to live the same lifestyle as their sister or their brother just because they're is famous. Like you got Gorilla, or you got Tony Braxton, or you got Tamar. These are people that are dealing with this type of shit where their family think that they are entitled to live the same lifestyle that they are living, and they think that whatever the expenses are, that you supposed to pay it. You're supposed to take care of it, or you're not being a good sister or a good family member or a good whatever. Like, you got life fucked up. Get a reality and get a clue. No one is responsible for whatever your needs is. If it's an emergency you got going on, yeah, sure, we can probably step in and help. But we're not entitled to. You're not entitled. Okay? There's no rules or laws that say I got to. Like, let's get this shit clear. Okay, at the end of the day, everybody needs to be working on their they intellect properties. What the hell are you talking about? Everybody needs to be working on their fucking network. Okay, their net worth. Okay, all of that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, my shit ain't your shit. Okay, and I don't give a fuck who it applies to. Kids, siblings, or whoever. My shit ain't your shit. Okay, like, for real, just like you didn't think your shit was my shit, and I ain't have no problem with it. So don't have no problem with me having a whole bunch of rich shit and you don't. Okay, my rich shit is not your rich shit. Like, I'm sorry that we gotta have this conversation, but this conversation need to be had, because I feel like people are tormenting themselves and going through shit that they shouldn't be going through. Okay, everybody is not entitled to drive a Bentley around you just because you driving a Bentley or a Rolls Royce, or you in some type of Bugatti, or you in some damn Lambo. Everybody is not entitled to ride in one because you riding in one. Okay? They need to get what they got and figure out what the fuck they entitled to. Just because you entitled to that don't mean they entitled to that. They need to get what they got. Get with your God and find out what you entitled to ride in. Because I'm entitled to ride in this. But it don't mean you entitled to ride in this. Like, let's just keep it real. Like, stay in your lane and stay in your place and stop trying to be in the shadows or swap or whatever the fuck this is. Stop trying to be in the shadows of another nigga's life and thinking that you entitled to live a certain type of way because they ain't living that way. Or because you're their sister. So you supposed to be living this way too. Like, I think it's fucked up that Gorilla is going through what she going through with her sister Vicky. Okay? And Vicky, you need to stop it. Stop riding on your sister. Stop riding on your sister talking about what she ain't doing. She not your savior. She not your God. You supposed to get on your knees and pray to God. Okay? And build a relationship with God. That's what you supposed to do, Vicky. Okay? And then God will come through and put you in the same place like her. The same way how he put her in that place, he'll put you in that place. He don't just put one in that place and don't put the other. You got to get a relationship with God. Stop depending on your sister. What if your sister fall off right now? Then what? What if you make her fall off because you all in her motherfucking pocket being a leech? Like, it's all of that shit going on. Like, people don't know what other people got, what responsibilities they got, and they just automatically think whatever the fuck they got supposed to be entitled to them, they resources and using it. And I feel like parents and all, you need to check your family, you need to check your siblings, you need to check your kids if they think that whatever lifestyle you living, they supposed to be living it too, and they always in your fucking pocket trying to get money from you. Is what the fuck I would tell you. Because you need to put some order with that, because I feel like this. There are stages to this game. And everybody got to go through the stages to get to that level. You cannot hand expensive things over to someone that's not ready for it. All they going to do is fuck it. It's going to be like a vice to them. They're going to fuck it up. It's going to get fucked up and it's going to be gone. And it got to do with the appreciation of what the fuck you go through to get it in the first place. And when a person don't go through shit to get something, they don't appreciate it and they don't keep it very long. It's what I know to be facts. And that's how God do us. That's why we go through all the hell that we go through before all this luxury type of lifestyle where everything is just handed to you. Like, we go through hell and we go through shit so that we can stay humble while getting all that shit, because people really think they entitled to live a certain type of way, carry on and act a certain type of way, all because of the shit that they have or what you giving them and what you handing them to them. Okay? All right, and all of that. Like they wrap their mind around this shit. So people need a reality check when they sleeping in their car and don't got nowhere to go. It's a very humbling experience. Or when they walking or when they on the street and it ain't nowhere for them to go. That shit wakes them up and put them in the right perspective so that when they get all that shit back, they don't go to la la land. They stay humble. Okay, that's the humbling that God do, and He don't need no assistance and help in that department. The last time I checked, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all of that type of shit going on. So let me see what we got, Father God, with this energy as we wrap this up. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, wherever you may have it at. What is Zotar saying? What kind of energy is you giving, Zotar? What is you giving? Because you be giving it, Zotar. Yeah, the start and the finish line, it got to do with all the shit that a person done been through. Yeah, looking before you leap. Why these cards keep coming out? And then the blah, blah, blah and all that old shit behind it. Like, let me get... Somebody is laying in the bed. It's the same type of shit. They sleeping their whole life away, being fucking depressed, okay? About whatever situation that they think they want to be in. It's like a disappointment. Somebody could be disappointed, mad about something that they haven't received or got, or just don't like their lot in life. Something like that is going on. Today, first place of the race of the rest of my life. I feel like there's people depressed as fuck because they seeing other people be happy. They seeing other people's life be okay. I know what the fuck this is. You got people mad as fuck about all the blessings and all the shit that you got. And they looking at you like, damn. Their life is set. They got everything that they want. You basically got the life that they want to live. And it's making people depressed and lay around and be sad because you was able to go through with the starting and the finish. You was able to go through all of the shit that you went through and get to the finish line where other people probably stopped or didn't have faith enough to believe the way you believe. So they went about it conventional ways to get what they was trying to get, and they still ended up in the last spot. It's some shit like that going on that I'm picking up in this energy, okay? It's so hot in here that my glasses keep getting fogged. But yeah, they laying in the bed, okay, steady getting up and being positive and having a positive perspective about, grabbing opportunities and basically taking the opportunities by creating them and, taking their life, taking control of their life, taking a hold of their life and creating the opportunities that make their life better. Somebody's not doing that. They're looking at somebody else's success, okay, of them going through the finish line, but they're not looking at the hard work that person had to go through, the action. It's like the healer of action. They're not looking at the actions that this person took to heal and to get to this finish line. It's a lot of shit that a person had to go through as far as their perspective and being positive and seeing things in a different light to make it to this line versus this motherfucker that's laying in the bed and don't see all that. That's why you laying in the bed, and that's why they at the finish line, because they wouldn't accept laying down and pulling the covers over their head. While other people's, they accept laying down and pulling the covers over their head, okay? But you pressed forward, pressed through, and kept positive, okay? And had a good perspective about how you felt is why the fuck you got to the finish line, okay? And then it said, today is the day of my rest of my life. This person is happy as fuck. It says, lately you have you have failed to acknowledge the gifts that is already here. This is somebody, see, it's two different things. I'm trying to tell you what I'm trying to tell you. Somebody is not being grateful for the life that they got, for what they have for right now. They too busy comparing themselves, looking at another motherfucker's journey, what they went through to get to where they at, and they want that, but they don't want to go through what that person went through. They laying in the fucking bed with the covers over their head, looking like a motherfucking fool, but meanwhile, back at the ranch, they're envying another motherfucker that actually put the action in, took the run, no matter what challenges that happened on that trail, and they pressed through to the end. Now you got people mad about their today, about the sun being shining, their future being very bright, and all of that. While meanwhile back at the ranch, they looking at their situation as doomed, fucked up. Wow, they living the best life, or they about to live their best life. While their life is finna be hell for them. Like my life is finna start in hell, while her life is starting all with this sunshine and abundance. It's like that type of shit going on. Somebody's looking at that. It's people looking at that. More than one person looking at that. These is people that you know. No. This is how they feel. They hate their fucking life. They feel miserable. They not happy at all. And then they looking at you and they envying it, hating, and they being very jealous of your life. Now these last two cards here. And I'm going to show y'all the cards and show y'all what I'm talking about. It says airline meshes. Yeah, you sitting up here finna get on the trip. It says put on your own mask before you help others. Yeah, these is people that want you to help them out their situation and want to make shit better for them. But you have to put the mask on your own self and save your own life. So it just makes me think that somebody is trying to get their own life together, their own shit in order, while you trying to get your own life in order and enjoying all the blessings that's coming in for you. You got all these vampires that's pulling on you and want you to change their shit too at the same time you changing your shit. No, it don't work like that, baby. You're not about to tap me the fuck out and bankrupt me all at the same time. Soon as I get my shit together, you're not about to take my motherfucking lifeline. It don't work like that. So you got people that don't even want you to get your foot all the way in your footing of your new life. They don't even want you to get your footing all the way to end with you trying to get used with your own situation before you got people want you to help them with theirs. Okay? It's all about theirs. You know, trying to get something from you to make their shit better. Okay? But let's see what else is on this card. You are this is somebody that's an empath. You are highly empathic and can easily put yourself in anyone's shoes. You have been through a whole lot of shit and you know exactly what people was going through. Like how this homelessness and all this shit going on that's out and people living in their cars and all of those shit. I empathize and I know exactly what they're going through, but I also know that some people was in that situation because they need to be in that situation until they learn what they need to learn. And that's just flat out. And when you know the difference between helping someone and knowing that a person that's a part of their journey and they just need to go through whatever they need to go through, that means you're spiritually mature and you respect God and you stand in your lane. You're not helping every motherfucker just because they need help. You're not helping every motherfucker just because you can. Some people need to stay in their situation or be in their situation until they help they self, or they need to stay in their situation and be in their situation until they go to God, because God is the only one that's gonna fix that shit from them. You're not their Captain Save-A-Ho. Okay? Yeah, so you are highly empathic and can easily put yourself in anyone's shoes, sometime to a fault. So you got people that play on take advantage of you and play on your kindness, and know that you are very that you empathize with people. And because you empathize with people, you got motherfuckers that want you to help them before you help yourself. You got motherfuckers that want you to basically drown while motherfucking saving them. And they don't give a fuck. And they like to play on that shit. Okay? And we're not doing that this go round. Okay? All right, so you got these sensitive emotions towards other people's needs or other people's issues and problems by default. And it could be people knowing that, trying to play on that because they know that you are a godly, Christian, I'm going to say fuck the Christian part. You are a godly, conscious, person, okay? All right, every Christian, person ain't saved, okay, just because they go to church, okay? Straight up, okay? It's some demons in that motherfucker, too. So I'd rather just say godly spirited, okay? You have a godly, what's up? No, just take a shower or get dressed so that we can leave. You got this by default where people take advantage of that, okay, and can. It says your empathy often leads you to developing the compassion to help. This is a great quality to have, but to others, you put the needs of others before your own. Learning to protect your energy, okay? Remember that you do not need to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. That's what I'm trying to say. You ain't got to kill yourself trying to save another motherfucker because you got compassion about their situation. You empathize and all of that. But at the same time, like I said, some people are in their situation because they choose to. So if they choose to be in there, be in that, then you should be okay with it too. Okay, and I feel like when you got resources to fix your problem and you don't, then you choose to be in your car. So the people that I personally know that's going through that, which is my people, I let them go through that because these is the motherfuckers that like to take advantage of my kindness and think I'm stupid and think it's sweet to just come in here and, you know, spend their money on any old kind of crazy way when they should be getting themselves together to get their own spot, to get the fuck out of my energy, because I don't fuck with them like that, really, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got them by 20 years or more. Like, we are not from the same class, not from the same group, meaning like energy and all. So it's like you got 2.2 seconds to get your shit together and get the fuck out my energy, out my house, out my space. This is not no kumbaya, reunion or none of that crazy shit, nigga. I'm letting you stay here for a week, 2 weeks at tops, and then you get your shit together. If it's not together, you back out on the curb, and that's where you chose to be. Especially if you ain't making no type of moves towards that shit. I'm not gonna play games with you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this shit, because at the end of the day, I didn't use or get no help from no family. Okay, no help or nothing. I depended on God and depended on my own common sense, resources, and all of that to make my situation as best as I could under the circumstances. And I did not hold grudges, be resentful, or be mad at motherfuckers because they had their own shit going on, and I couldn't input my shit in their shit just because I wanted to. So the same thing applies. I couldn't input myself in y'all shit when I was going through it. I'm not about to let you input your shit in me when you're going through it. So I'll keep praying for you for sure, but I'm not about to input myself in that. Okay? I got my own shit that I need to take care of to stay above board. Okay? I'm not going to help you then drown myself. And you got motherfuckers that, when I say help you, they be wanting me literally to help them while killing myself, especially with resources. They will want me to give them all of my money towards some shit they trying to do. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, knowing that I got obligations that you can clearly see, they won't give a fuck about my shit. They only give a care about theirs. So at that point, you got to know that a motherfucker is crazy out their mind when they don't give a fuck about nobody but they self. And you got to let them stay there and sit in that shit, because you're not supposed to throw your life jacket to these type of motherfuckers, knowing that once they get to the border or get on the dock, they not going to throw that life jacket back at you and say, here, you use it and come up. They going to say thanks and keep going with that life jacket. They going to take that life jacket and go throw it to a broad or dude that don't even fucking deserve the life jacket and give it to him and then help that motherfucker. Like, they never going to throw it back at you, even though you're the one that originally gave it to him. So when you can make peace with that, then it lets it be known that you ain't going to kiss no ass around here. To people please people or make them feel some type of way. Okay? Because that's being in la la land, because it's delusional, because you're breaking your neck for people that wouldn't break their neck for you. The same story that I told you about the girl that hit the number for the 347 million, and when she called her family and told them she was stranded on the side of the road, then none of them take that shit serious, pay her any mind. A lot of them was hanging up, disrespecting her, hanging up, said it was her problem, said she was irresponsible, even though these the same irresponsible motherfuckers that was all in her bank account touching her money, and then she's working hard. Like, some of these people weren't even working, but here she is working hard, giving up her hard-earned money, and they talking about like she the irresponsible one. Okay? So when they played themselves like that and did that, they let her know, never again would I help these bitches. That's the last time they're going to give $50, $40, $50, $100, or $1,000 or whatever. That's the last time they're going to get that shit from me, because they never going to get that again. Because why? Not because she just being mad about it, because she know that they not there for her and they wouldn't do it for her. And people that's not there for you, You got to take blood out of the equation. If they would not do it for you, they're not blood. If they would not do it for you, fuck family, fuck blood shit. If they would not do it for you, but you would do it for them, then all that shit, all that family shit go out the door, go out the window. Okay? Because you shouldn't, anytime somebody being there for you, you should be there for them in whatever situation, same as they doing it for you. And when you're not, then that's when you suggesting that you can handle this shit on your own. Okay? And that's how I feel about that. And that's what you got going on. But these people are very fucking selfish if they think you're supposed to help them before you help yourself. Okay? And then you got people like Virgos. Okay? Virgo type of people. Okay? I feel like this is Virgo energy. Where Virgo, they definitely ain't gonna motherfucking help you before helping themselves. Okay? Virgos, that's their whole, because they deal with first perseverance, which is self perseverance, which is thou is first. They self is first. Okay, all right. So I feel like that's the mentality that you need to have. You come first. You're not about to be around here helping people that you know wouldn't help you. You help yourself first. Okay, and then the last card here is, you are a very vigorous person. You have chosen the path of righteousness, and you will be very happy. Okay, you are not easily influenced. Okay, God is definitely talking about me. And he definitely talking about anybody that watched this video that resonate with this. Okay, I'm going to read this shit again because people need to understand why the fuck your path and why everything is going good for you and why fuck shit is not going good for them. Okay, why they laying in the bed being mad trying to compare their life with you and feel like you should fix all their motherfucking problems even though you got your own problems or you trying to adjust to your own life and situation. This is what God got to say about that. You are a very vigorous person, okay? You have chosen the path of righteousness, and you will be very happy. You are not easily influenced. Your relatives have a great deal of respect for you. They know that you have a keen mind and an understanding nature, okay? And that you are a good sense of value. You love a beautiful home, and one of these days you will be in possession of that. You got family that know, look, I just told you all about the family and how the fuck they roll and what they doing. And these same family members, they know that they cannot manipulate you with shit. They can't get in your energy playing these fucking games. They can't manipulate you with money. These motherfuckers gotta respect you because you're not that fucking one. You walk upright before God. You do what the fuck you supposed to, and that's why the fuck your needs is being met. And they know at the end of the day they gotta respect the value, respect who you is, because you putting that shit out there. You demonstrated that. You showed that shit. Like, it's something going on where these motherfuckers gotta respect you now. But it make me think they respecting you because they see you with possessions and the shit that you have. But not only that, you didn't go about getting it in unorthodox ways, meaning that didn't nobody influence you or coerce you or, give it to you in some type of dirty dealings and dirty deeds. Like everything that you earn and you have and you possess it because you walked virtuous and upright before God. And this is why you're happy. This is why you're influenced. And this is why you're respected by people, which makes you make you like you got a good sense of value. So I feel like for you to have a good sense of value, they saying that you know right from wrong, but not only that, you know who the fuck to let around, you know who the fuck not to. And people that don't want to move right, do right, have good integrity under the laws of God, you separating yourself from them. You don't give a fuck that they family. If you want to be a fucking heathen and run in stores and steal and take shit that you ain't got no business taking just because you ain't got money in your pocket and shit like that, or because you didn't budget your money. These motherfuckers got money. I have one relative that this motherfucker gets over $1,000, right? And within 3 days, 4 days, it's gone. Like, how the fuck is $1,000 gone in 3 days when you're outside, okay, and you don't have nowhere to go? Motherfucker, you should have the most money than anybody. You should be living off of pennies on a dollar, nigga. Okay? All right? You should have so much money stacked up. You should be out here like with schizophrenic, like you don't even know what the fuck money is. Like money should be stacked up high on you, not broke and tapped out. And within 5 days, 4 days, talking about can you feed me? I ain't ate in 2 days. And we talking about food stamps too. Even I seen on the video where the white boy was like, food stamps don't go nowhere. It only lasts 3 days, 4 days. Like, what the fuck are y'all buying with the food stamps that is not lasting? Talking about he called them and asked them could they increase because it's not lasting and woo woo woo. And they said that they told the boy that they gave him all that he can have, with what, because it goes by the member and all of that. So they told him that they gave him the max. They gave him as much as they can give him. They couldn't give him no more. But if you in the car and you got the food stamps, what the fuck are you buying with the food stamps? Because there's nowhere in the world my food stamps is going to be ate the fuck up in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. You supposed to buy bread, lunch meat, cheese, chips, juice, peanut butter and jelly. Okay, you can buy cereal in the little things where you heat up those little, like macaronis, mashed potatoes, and they got oatmeal like that. How the fuck are you broke? How the fuck are you broke? What the fuck are you spending this shit on? You can get cases of juice and pop and water and eat stuck on that the whole month when it's just you in your car. Like, I'm not, how does this shit make sense? Like, some people know how to survive in the street and some don't, because that's the bottom line probably of this, because there's no way in the world there's nowhere in the world I'd be eating hot corned beef, all kind of shit with them damn stamps. There's nowhere in the world I would be around here and not have no money. Okay, out there. No, you're supposed to create many streams of income. And that means tapping into every fucking app that you can tap into that allow you to make money off of, especially if you got a car to get it. And then if you get income and monthly income and stamps and shit, you definitely should be budgeting that if you in your car or you outside. You shouldn't be splurging and spending that shit up and buying clothes and shoes. And like, I understand you got to keep your appearance up. So you might buy a pack of t-shirts, you may buy clean underwear and drawers and keep that kind of shit on you with your hygiene type stuff. Okay, you get you 2 nice pair of pants, maybe black slacks, maybe some denim jeans, okay? Like, you keep it dressed down. You keep it like if you traveling or like if you're camping, you keep like you be in the gear that keep you warm, that'll protect you. Like if it rain, you got the hoodie on, you got the slacks on, you got the whole shoes, protecting your feet. Like, I'm not understanding how people it's just putting themselves in a more fucked up position even after they get out there. I'm not understanding this shit. Make it make sense. Because to me, shit, I thought I was on a damn vacation. I thought I was on a damn vacation. Okay? All right? And I'm telling you, I could have stayed out there longer if the fuck I wanted to, but I just got off of that. Like, no, let me get a little more stability. But I could have stayed out there longer. Like, don't even get it fucked up. Okay? All right, because I was cool and Gucci. I didn't, there was no emergencies like that around me. God met all of my needs the whole time. I didn't fear any fucking thing. And when you in your car, I will tell, especially women, please do not be stupid. You have to get black garbage bags. Use that to put on your window and raise your window up so people can't see into your windows at night. If the back window is already dark, then you Gucci and good, because when it's dark, they can't see through that anyway. But the side windows and the front window and stuff, if you don't got one of those sun blinders that you put up in the front window to cover your window to keep the sun out, okay? My side windows, when I had to sit in my car for more hours than I wanted to one time, I put up those, I'm telling you what I did. I put the black garbage bags up. Like, I think y'all just need to get creative and get real smart. You definitely shouldn't be sleeping in your car in no random parking lot or something like that where people can physically see you sleeping in a car and your windows is not covered at night. You need to cover them, and the best way, if nothing else, use black garbage bags. If you don't have if you don't have shaders to pull down on the windows, okay? I seen the one lady's car. She had like a van. She had that bitch set up so nice and cozy. She had a bed in that bitch. She had, like, everything was set up. She had a laundry area. She had a bed, her bed area set up. She had where she cook, in the back of her car. When you open it up, she had like little like hot pot things that you boil water, or you can like heat up coffee. Like, I'm telling you, you just got to make camping lights. She had camping light stuff, okay, for heating up. And then she even had somewhere to use the bathroom if she had to go to the bathroom. A bucket, and it was nice and clean. It wasn't nothing nasty about it. Like, you just got to make the best of your situation and stay grateful the whole time. And most people don't stay grateful the whole time when they in them type of situations. They be like, hell, fuck, no. What the fuck is this? They just mad. They mad, and they definitely don't be praying to God. They may pray to God in despair, but they not praying to him consistently. Like, if this is the person I have a relationship with, they more praying out of, please help me, please get me out of this situation. Or it's not like, Father God, what is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to do? How can I fix this situation? It's more so just calling on him just out of despair. Please help me out this situation. And then, like, if he put them in that situation, it's all of that type of shit going on. But you being a righteous and upright person, okay, you got family members that respect you because you did things right and you followed the spiritual protocol with how you handle and how how you achieve the things that you achieved. They seen you maybe struggle and go through it the hard way. They seen you finish the finish line, go past the finish line and all of that, okay? All right, but I feel like with these 4 cars being out here and you having this one car that's saying that your future in life is all Gucci and good and all that, I feel like it's family members. It could be friends too, but I feel like it's family members. Look at all of this, people that want you to save them before you save yourself. Okay, this is all the righteousness and virtueness that God and the respect and what they saying that your family respect you. But these are the same ones that's probably around here not respecting you. Okay, that wasn't respecting you, but now all of a sudden they respect you because they see all the possessions and the wealth you have. You got people laying in the bed being miserable as fuck, sleeping their life away. Okay, all right, and then they thinking that whatever they looking for changes. Good changes and stuff to happen for them, but they feeling like it's not. And then you got the finish line where they're not seeing the perspective here of how feeling sober, how you went through all of this shit that you had to go through. Regardless, these is people that don't want to be sober and go through the things they need to go through and heal the things they need to heal. Okay, they letting life slip them past. But I feel like, to me, looking at all of these cars, this is somebody comparing their life to you. Okay, all right, and they looking at how your life ended up so much better. Look at all this happiness right here. Okay, today is the first day of my life. Like, everything's looking Gucci for you, but it's not Gucci for everybody else. Okay, this is people that won't acknowledge the gift of life. They're not grateful for waking up. Okay, all right. They wishing a day away and all that old kind of crazy shit. And let me tell y'all what Father God. So now that we got that understood, so you know that the high priestess is on. It's facts with me. It's all facts. It's all true shit with me. I don't sugarcoat or gimme gam nothing. Okay. What was I getting ready to say? Oh, Father, what was that thought I was getting ready to say? I had a thought that I was getting ready to say. Damn, what was it? Let it come back to me. It was something I was getting ready to say. I'll say it in another reading if I forget, if I can't remember. But it got something to do with this. It got something to do with this. What was I getting ready to say? Oh, okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All I had to do was look at that card and see how people is not happy about their life. They don't wake up being grateful and thankful. You got somebody, check this shit out for you motherfuckers that think you like to swap destinies and all that old shit. You got somebody that wanted to swap destiny with you, right? That would be like this motherfucker that's laying in the bed that don't want to acknowledge all the good shit he do have, like a bed that he's laying in. This motherfucker sleeping in their car and don't got nowhere to go without a car. And you got this motherfucker got the audacity to be in the bed, okay, not appreciating life, not appreciating his bed, his roof over his head, okay, not appreciating, the littlest things that he could possibly probably think of to find. He too busy believing whatever lies he want to believe while laying in the bed, okay, and just, drowning himself in that shit. Okay. But for the people that like to swap destinies, let me tell you a little story that I seen on YouTube about this girl that said her cousin thought she was playing these type of motherfucking games in her energy, and how her cousin ended up in a coffin. Okay, check this shit out. Her cousin must have got into some type of voodoo or something. Somebody was teaching her it. Okay, so she thought she was gonna play up top with her cousin and play this bullshit ass game with her. Her cousin was a model. The one that she was trying to swap destinies with. The one that was the victim. I'm going to say the victim. The victorious. The one that was victorious. She was a model. Okay. And she had a certain image and a look of how she dressed and how she did things. Even probably wore glasses. Okay. Her cousin started biting her and copying her style, even trying to get into the same type of things that she was getting into, like modeling. Okay, trying to hang with her friends or hang around her friends, and basically trying to take her friends from her and all of this shit. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, was doing spell work or something on her too, that she thought that her cousin was unaware of. Okay, she thought that she wasn't hooked up with the Father God, but she found out that you don't fuck with the anointed ones. Okay, because her cousin was the anointed one, but the fake cousin was not. Okay, so the victorious was the one. She was the anointed one. Okay, she was the chosen one. She was the one that God anointed to be this certain type of way. And then she had somebody playing in her energy, thinking that they was gonna just swap places with her, and it was sweet. So her cousin was playing games in her energy, doing magic and all that old type of shit behind her back, and trying to swap with her, trying to take her friends, trying to take her jobs, her opportunities, and all of that. Right. Well, one day, she had to take something to her grandmother or something, some food, something she had to drop off, some pasta or something. I think they was finna have a gathering, a family gathering or something. It was something that she needed to do for her family or whatever. Well, the cousin told her, no, you don't need to do it. I'll do it for you. Just go on and get dressed, trying to exclude her again from some shit that she was a part of, and trying to get the credit for whatever this act was that she was trying to do in her place. Well, she got in her car, got in her seat, and that bitch got into an accident and died in a fatal crash and ended up buried. And the cousin said, if that had been me, that probably would have been me in that accident. But instead, it was my cousin, the one that kept trying to swap with me. She ended up in the seat and she ended up dead. Okay, which meaning that she wanted to be her cousin, she wanted to be the Victoria one so fucking bad that she got in her seat, drove her car somewhere, and never came back. And that's what God says about these people that think they want to swap with an anointed one, with somebody that is appointed to be all in this creative arts, these healing arts, whatever this shit is, where somebody's in this star-like energy, and then you got people trying to shadow them, mock them, follow them, trying to be like them. You all gonna lose your natural fucking life trying to be me. You all gonna lose your natural life trying to be another divine feminine and trying to be another divine masculine. And why? Because there's only one. There's only one with that DNA access code. There's only one that's anointed and appointed and chosen and called. There's only one that God ordered their footsteps to go down that road, to do that thing. And when you try to take their place, you basically saying that I sign off on my destiny. I sign off on what it is I came to do. And so when you sign off, you lose. You lose your life like the cousin did, playing games in her family's energy, trying to be like her, dressed like her, trying to look like her, trying to steal her friends, her date, her man, all of that shit her cousin was doing in her energy. And she ended up losing her fucking life playing these games, okay? And that's how these karmas is. Keep playing games in my energy and divine feminine's energy and divine masculine energy, and you're going to get the death card. You're going to get the hook in your back, okay? And you're you're going to get dragged to wherever the hell you got to get dragged to, because at the end of the day, that's a disgrace and a dishonor to God of saying that he created or he did something wrong in the destiny or the walk of your life and what it is you're supposed to go through for him to get the glory of it. And if you feel like your story ain't shit and everything about you ain't shit to the point that you want to mock or be another person, that you want to try to bump them off and try to be them all the way and just, basically, like I say, you're signing yourself off while you're trying to sign them off, you're the only one that's going to get replaced. You're the only one going to get replaced. So it's at the end of the day, it's like everybody need to stay in their lane and just be themselves and figure out what it is that make you unique, what it is that make you have to be charismatic or as beautiful as you is, and stop trying to be like other people. I see so many people wear glasses now. They're not wearing glasses because they got weak eyes. Some of them is wearing glasses because they want to be like the high priest is so fucking bad. These is people that didn't wear glasses at first when we got on YouTube. Now they wearing glasses acting like they so sophisticated, like they so smart. Like if the glass is going to make you smart. I don't know. Do you think the glasses is some type of connection? Like what is it? Like, let me tell y'all a whole thing. I bumped into an old friend that I used to run with from a kid, from 14. I met her when I was about 13, 14, when my parents moved into their first house or whatnot. So now I'm living in the neighborhood. So I had neighborhood friends. I don't consider this person a friend because now that we older and stuff, and even when we was coming up, this person was always two-faced in my energy. Always envious, jealous, or two-faced in some type of way. Always doing the Page of Swords type of shit. Always backstabbing and doing some type of one-up type of shit in my energy. So I never really, considered them as family or considered them as a real good close friend, just associate, really acquainted is more what they was. Even though they was a friend of my family, meaning that my family knew who they was because I ran around with them as a child. So they knew who they was, and that same person dated a couple of people in my family, okay? So they was just family at this point. Well, anyway, this one particular person that I seen, when I seen him and bumped into him and it was just random, they did not have on glasses. Now, this is somebody that always had problems with being themselves. They was always wanting to change their name, go by another name. Always, that's kind of like that reventing energy. They just always wanted to appear to be something else, wanted to come off as something else because they didn't never like their situation or their life. So they always was trying to detach from it in some type of way. Always when I was coming up, I seen this from them. Okay, like they changed their name, pretend their name to be so many different names that they wish their name would have been when they mother named them, that they used to go by fake names and shit. Kind of like what my daughter be doing. She's a Gemini too, but it's kind of like what she doing. She like to change her names and shit and all this sort of stuff. She don't like her name and all that, so she like to go by different names. She do it on all kind of platforms, and she just period. So anyway. This one friend, so I bumped into her. She didn't have no glasses on. Then the next thing I know, she pop up in my job on some random shit where I feel like this wasn't random. I feel like somebody in my family told her where I worked at, and then she popped up there. You know what I'm saying? That's how corny people is. Instead of them just being direct with you, asking for your number and stuff, they want to come around and monitor and see what's up with you and see what's going on with you without actually contacting you and being in your energy and learning that way. This how sneaky motherfuckers is, because they know that they're really, at the end of the day, you don't fuck with them like that. So they got to go about it in conventional ways to try to find out what the fuck up with you, right? So when I seen him the second time in the aisle, I looked up, was like, is that who I think it is? They had on glasses. And I was like, why the fuck they didn't have on the glasses the first time? And they didn't have on the glasses the first time is because they didn't relate to the glasses. It wasn't until after they seen me with my pretty glasses on, then all of a sudden, oh, they looked so pretty in their glasses. Let me wear my glasses now. It's like this little teenage petty ass shit where people just like to copy other people, and they just like to, if they like a certain style of you, if you wear gloves and you wear lace, or you dress a certain type of way, and say that's a signature of who you is, and you could just be gothic like that, where you just dress like a rock star. It's a part of who you is, and you really dress like that. You dressed like that when you was a kid. You dressed like that as an adult. This is how you dress. But then you got people that never dress like that, picking up your fashion and your style of how you do things and trying to rock them like they you, or like they cool as you. I don't know, like they got charismatic and style like you. And I just feel like there's a lot of people that do that. They compare, and they always doing that. You're going to have somebody come in your energy, and they're going to be trying to figure out and ask you questions like how much money you make, where you work at, like if you get a beautiful new home, oh, how much you pay for this home. Ain't none of that shit important, and ain't none of that shit they business. They trying to size you up to see how much better you is over their ass. They trying to size you up to see how successful more or what, basically how much more you got than them. That's what people be doing. Okay, so don't hold none of them type of conversations, because at the end of the day, these people like to gossip. They talk too fucking much, and they nosy as fuck. And I can't stand nosy people. I don't ask nosy ass questions like that. Okay, I don't ask people how much they pay for a house, or what they where you working at, what you do, all that kind of shit, trying to pocket hustle and trying to figure out what the fuck is in somebody's pocket or how they make their money, especially when they somebody that envies you, jealous of you, or don't even want to see you doing good. Don't discuss none of that type of shit with them. Them are evil-eyed motherfucking people, and they definitely are trying to see how much better off you are over their ass. Okay, like if the house and the car don't already tell enough, they got to get proof, or just gotta, they just in la la land or delusional about, yeah, she's doing good, or yes, she's doing good. They just gotta hear the figure of you say, oh, I paid 1.5 million for this bitch. That's a conversation they can't even hold with you. They can't afford nothing that costs no 1.5 million. They can't afford nothing that costs 350,000. So it's like, why would I even hold that kind of conversation with you? At the end of the day, all it's gonna do is make you envious and jealous as fuck. So I feel like certain questions and stuff, don't answer them and don't tell your business, because it don't matter. It don't matter what kind of work you do. Okay? If you say home health aid, then that's cool. You can say something like, say if it's nursing that you're doing, it really is home health aid. You can say, oh, I'm into home health aid. I'm into, I'm into home health aid, whatever. Or you just say, I'm into nursing. You ain't got to say what field, what type of nursing. You can just say, oh, I'm into nursing. I've been doing nursing for the last 10 years, and leave it at that. You don't got to get too personal with where all your fucking resources and money come from. It's some nosy motherfuckers from your past that know you doing better than them after you departed or walked away from them, or just stop fooling with them, and they see how much more better off you is. It to the point it makes them depressed and be in the bed. These is people that need help, that's fucked up, that they ain't living the same type of life as you. They may even put on a facade that they do. And then you definitely got family and people that think you're supposed to captain save or hold their ass, save them and not, take care of their needs and help them before you help yourself. And that's where people got life fucked up at. Okay? So I'm going to end it here. This reading is 2 hours long. I had to cut this fan on. It's too hot. So I'm going to wrap it up and end it here. Like, share, thumb up the video. I appreciate everyone that do. I'm on my way out. I'm about to enjoy myself and have some fun. Okay? One love, one love, one love. And I hope the same for everybody else that hope it for me. This is where I'm leaving y'all with. All right? One love. I'm out. Thumb up the video. You appreciate it. You resonate with it.